Hi, happy Saturday, happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope you guys are doing something fun as a family or getting some good downtime. I just wanted to pop on really fast and tell you a couple quick stories. So, I'm in my workout space right now, not in my car. And if you can see behind me, I've got two real big mirrors now, which is awesome. I feel like I'm able to focus on form a lot better than I was before, because before I just had like cheap, well, Target's $7 mirrors. And if I was in the wrong space, I couldn't see my whole body. And even if I was in the right space, I could only see part of my body in one mirror and part of my body in the other mirror. So having these big mirrors that Tyler just put in is incredible. But it changes things because now you can see a lot more. So Maya was working out the other day. She comes out of the workout room and she's super frustrated because she was just working out in a sports bra and spandex. And when you're crunching or when you're in plank and like doing spider knee-ups and that kind of a thing, like you have roles because we have bodies that are functional, not just bodies for posing and looking at, right? So she comes out of the workout room and she's frustrated because she's feeling like the work that she's putting in isn't reflecting in her body, which is ridiculous because Maya is insanely strong. She's one of the strongest people that I know, and you can tell that she's strong. She practically has a six-pack. Her leg muscles are insane, and I mean, she's perfect, right? So she comes out of the workout room and she's so frustrated, and one thing's leading to another, and she's irritated and agitated, and why does my body look like this, and how come I even have to have a uterus, and because she was ovulating, and so she was bloated, which I couldn't see at all, but it's all she could see. So one conversation leads to the next, and she's kind of spiraling. And finally I was like, whoa, sis. And I just grabbed her and held her for a second. I was like, okay, you need to stop for a minute and you need to tell me 5 things that you love about your body. 5 true things. And she kind of started to spiral, and she was getting frustrated, she was getting annoyed, and she didn't want to talk about it. I don't even, and I was like, stop, take a breath, and you need to right now tell me 5 true things about your body. 5 facts. So she ends up stopping and she's like, well, I guess my legs are really strong. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, let's look at them together. They're super strong. She ended up deadlifting in weightlifting and PE the other day, 360 pounds. What? No, not deadlifting, sorry, leg press. But still, like, what the heck? 360 pounds. It's no big deal. And she didn't do it one time, she repped it. Second thing, like, okay, now tell me another fact about your body. So she's like, well, I guess my arms are really strong. I guess because my legs are strong, I can dance really well. I guess because I've been working really hard on my point, like, look at my foot now, all that kind of stuff, right? The thing she's always the most frustrated with is her stomach, which, I mean, I kind of feel like us as women, that's really what we're always the most frustrated with, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's just me. But so she ends up, she ended up saying like 5 or 6, 7, 8 true things about her body. She ends up at the end, she's like, I guess my stomach is getting pretty strong. So even the biggest flaw in her mind, she was able to pull back around at the end of our conversation. And it got me thinking on that think, feel, act cycle that, remember, if you haven't heard me talk about it before, what you think about is what takes up space in your brain and therefore leads to your actions, and it causes this loop. So if we get ourselves on this loop of my body's not good, the skin that I'm in is not good enough, the rolls on my belly are not sufficient, I am not fearfully and wonderfully made. When we get ourselves into that loop and we give ourselves time to spend in that loop, then that's where we stay. So my encouragement for today is, as you get into this loop, like, it's hotter now, right? We're wearing less clothes. We're catching ourselves in big mirrors. We're recognizing things about our body that are awesome, but we're also recognizing things about our body that we're like, man, I wish that would change. First, we can't spot correct. So if we've got extra flab somewhere, that's not something we can spot correct. 2, We are working on being on a health journey to be the best version of ourselves possible. So if we're just pressing play so that we look a certain way, we're not on this journey for the right reasons. Because what I kept telling Maya is, okay, sis, now after saying these, whatever she ended up saying, like 7 true things about your body, did you recognize a mental shift? She was like, well, yeah, a big one. So then what that tells me is that for us, it's way more about mindset than actually about what we're seeing in the mirror. So if it's way more about mindset than what we're seeing in the mirror, or what we're seeing in the mirror, then what I want you guys to do, imagine I'm here taking you in the face. When you get into that loop of like, oh my gosh, look, like I've got this dip in my hip, or I've got flab on my belly, or my arms aren't the way that I want them to be, or look at this double chin. When you get stuck in that loop, I want you to physically imagine I am grabbing your face, I am looking you right in the eye, and I'm saying, stop. Tell me 5 true things, good things about your body. We get this one place to live, and you guys are kicking ass. You're pressing play. You're making the healthy food choices. You're living in that 80-20 lifestyle. You are setting incredible examples for your kids. You are choosing your health. You are doing things for you today that are going to affect you in 20 years. You're doing an amazing job. So when you get into that loop, imagine me grabbing your face, and I can't be physically present with all of you all the time. I can't be physically present with some of you ever because we don't live in the same place. But what I want you to do for me, I want you to look yourself in the mirror. If you need to imagine me doing it, let me do it. But if not, look yourself in the mirror, and I want you to say 5 true things about your body. Wow, my arms are getting really strong. My legs are getting so strong, I'm able to keep up with my kids now. Every morning that I get up, or afternoon, whenever you're doing it, that I press play, I'm setting an incredible example for my kids. I'm drinking my shake and fueling my body well. I am hydrating my body with water. My hands are strong and powerful. I can't believe that my grip strength has gotten so much better. I want you to physically look in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself, right in the eye, I want you to tell yourself 5 true things, 5 facts about your body. If you need to do that standing in a swimsuit in front of your mirror, I want you to do it, because I want you to do the things this summer. And I want that cycle that you're in this summer to be life-giving. You know that saying, love people, love people? You know that saying, hurt people, hurt people? Side note, Livy thought that I made that up, and it was in Ted Lasso the other day, and she was like, wait a minute, did you make that up, or did he make that up? I'm like, I don't know, somebody else made that up forever ago. That wasn't a Ted Lasso thing or a me thing. That's been out for forever. But anyway, I want you to intentionally love your body well, because whether you've got kids or not, other people, either the little humans that you've created, thank you, belly, or like, hello, you grew humans in your body, like from nothing. You just took a little baby thing from your husband. You grew humans inside of your body, and then you fed them with said body. I mean, you're incredible. So when you get yourself into that loop, I want you to think about those people that are watching you. I want you to be lovers of your body so that they can then be lovers of theirs. And maybe that will be enough to stop you in your tracks. Look yourself in the mirror and say those 5 true things. Second, real quick story. This is getting longer than I intended. Livy's friend came and found me at school the other day, and she was sobbing because she got a bad grade on her math test. And Livy and her friends are very similar, and they get very caught up in everything has to be perfect. So It's a long story, but the short version of it is I just held her. And I told her that she was great. And then when I was done, like telling her all of these things, pouring life back into her, I made her tell me 5 true things about herself. Sometimes before we can say those 5 true things about us, whether that be physical or mental or spiritual, whatever it is, sometimes before we can say those 5 true things about ourselves, we need somebody to remind us who we are first. So imagine that you're frustrated, that you're overwhelmed. Either shoot me a text or come back to this video. Imagine me looking you in the face. You're doing an incredible job. I'm so proud of you and so thankful to be on this journey with you. The whole reason that I signed up to coach, which this was not something that I was excited about, except for you guys. I wanted a place, a platform to be able to speak life into you and over you. You guys are incredible, and I'm so thankful to be on this journey with you. So your challenge for today is to say 5 true things about your body, and they gotta be good. They can't be like stupid true things, like, oh, I've got arm flap. No, don't do that. That's not gonna be who we are. We're not gonna be people that dwell there. Remember your think, feel, act cycle? I want 5 true things about your body. Post them below to help keep you accountable, to help other people think, oh yeah, I really like that about my body too. Then maybe post them in your workout space so that there's something that you can see every day, or stick them on your mirror so that when you need to physically stop yourself and say, yeah, shut up. There are really good things about my body too. Because when we love this, then we do a good job of teaching them to love this too. Okay? I love you guys. I'm thankful for you. Happy Memorial Day weekend.